And up and live on the talk, man. All right, who's going to be
live on YouTube?
Live on YouTube via StreamYard, live on the TikTok. We'll see who's going to be first to join here. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet, so it always takes a few minutes here. We'll get rolling in a second. There he is, Tony Sprinkle 4. He's number 1. McDean, Bill U812. Thanks for being here. Jet's dad, Carolyn Mitchell. Jiu-Jitsu is life. Non-crazy cat lady, what's up from Denmark? Kyle Cornell 446. A muffin 14. I love a muffin. Would that be a blueberry muffin? Train man, thanks, dude. DPQ Studios 1 join. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on board. It's Wednesday night, and upside down smiley faces for Tony Sprinkle. What's that mean, dude? Is that code for something? Jay, do you know? Producer Jay with me, streaming through StreamYard. Hello from Chicago, Polymath 257. Big Willie 93. What's up, Willie? We got Will Smith on board. Crab somebody, I missed it. Asia Cook 1. Thanks for joining, everybody. All aboard! Train's pulling out of the station, my friends. You are on the Atheist Underground Psychological Emancipation Railway, moving your mind to places it was too weak to go by itself. Really appreciate everybody being here. A lot to unpack tonight. It is inherently blueberry. I think that's the number 1 muffin, isn't it? I think the blueberry muffin is the default muffin. Big toot out to blueberry muffins. Who doesn't love a blueberry muffin? Labyrinth, David Bowie, all right. Kevin Kelly, 55. Pisa, somebody, a lot of numbers. Chevy Butts. I was number 87, joined. Scott, 5886. Grant Doss. They're coming in too fast. I mentioned user, a lot of numbers, joined. Julie Ludd, 28. What's up, Ludd? They're even engineer, joined. Eric, I love an engineer name. Eric joined. S92. Mealworm. Who loves mealworms? Thanks for joining. Jacob Gregory. Love to give a toot out to everybody. The real SCR. We appreciate all of you being here so much. We are on YouTube too. There's the YouTube camera via StreamYard. I got producer Jay. Say hi, man.
Hey, man.
Thanks, man.
That's it.
Big P. Nah, join. User, a lot of numbers. People, get a username. It's not that hard. Just get a username. It's okay. We know you don't want to put up a picture, and I respect that. The need for privacy on the internet, as you can tell, I'm really into the fact that people need to be secretive on the internet. I'm out there. And I'm getting threats all the time now from people. Kevin Rubix, what's up, my buddy? I had is an Islamic guy on Instagram send me a message. We weren't friends, but people are starting to discover the Instagram. You can discover it too if you go to our bio and hit the button there. And I promise I'll start posting more because people are starting to find it. I didn't realize Instagram got so popular compared to the rest of that shit. But it's up. It's way more popular than Facebook with the cool kids, at least I know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't you think? So I'll start posting more. I like to post sign. I post church signs a lot on the Instagram. If I go around, I see these stupid church signs with these stupid sayings, which is where I got the idea for this. Let me turn it around. Mirror your video. There you go. Atheism, what's missing? That comes from the church sign. It says CH blank blank CH what's missing. You are. You're missing from church. Get it? That gave me the idea for this awesome shirt, which you could get at cafepress.com/atheist underground gear. Go there and get your Atheism What's Missing shirt. But I was saying, this Islamic dude hit me up. Islam in English, I think is what he calls himself. And he says, please message me back. You know how you have to accept, or decline the message. And I thought about it for a while and scratched my head a little bit. Am I going to accept this? He's like, this is literally what he said. Please accept my invite. I just want to talk to you with a bunch of yous at the end. Should I do that? Should I be like, oh God, this is just going to be trouble? But I'm a nice guy. I'm a trusting guy. Maybe he wants to deconvert. Right. Likely story. He just wants to give me shit, right, for being an atheist. But I did it anyway, so we'll see what he has to say. Bill Willard, thanks for being there. And there was like 3 other people. They're like, requested. And one guy's like, I'm not a troll, really. I'm not a troll. I'm a Christian. My name's so-and-so. And I just really want to know what moment in your life made you want to be an atheist? And there wasn't really a moment. There was no moment for me. It was an easy deconstruction over a few years out of just like realizing that it's all bullshit. It didn't come very hard for me. So, I will see what that guy has to say. There's one that's more likely to be like questioning and on the fence, and I'm here for you. If you're a Q in the religions, if you're a Q at the end of the bunch of religious initials, then we're here for you. If you're wondering what it's like, or if you're scared, or if you have the guilt and fear that's left over from your indoctrination, then we're here we're here for you, and we love you, and it's okay to trust your mind. So hopefully he's one of those guys. But a few people hitting me up now on the Instagram, so do join us there, and join us on YouTube too, please. We are again streaming on YouTube. We'll see how long the signal lasts. I've had a shitty ass signal today. Anybody have problems with their internet today? I don't know if there's sunspots or rain, a little bit of rain here, but the stream inside was shitty. Started watching Gotham. The girlfriend picked up Gotham. Never had seen that before. And I love the comics, so I'm like, I'm toying with the Gotham show. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it was streaming shitty. It wasn't coming in, so hopefully we don't lose this. The last time I had problems with the YouTube. You see that, Jay? You weren't around Sunday, were you?
No, I thought we were having problems now, but I think it's working.
It seems to be working. The other day, I was like, I got stuck on it for a second. I'm like, it went away. Hey man, love you too. So nice seeing you. Hey, thanks, man. What's up, Underground? Mike the Atheist. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. The lone baritone joined. Love a baritone. I'm a baritone myself. A baritenor, really. You know what? It's hard to find tenors. Back when I was singing in choirs and stuff, they used to use me to cover the tenor part, and I'd be cheating a little bit here and there because I could work my falsetto to do that. But don't know an atheist who's caught on fire. What? What's that mean? Did I miss something? Jeff Albright 0. Thanks for joining, my friend. So I was saying about the trolls. Non-crazy crazy cat lady was one of the ones I think who got into it with spreading God sword. Did you see spreading God sword on the dummy video? Got some pretty good reactions from the fans. Did you see, Jay?
I haven't. I did see that the one limerick.
People liked it. Yeah, people. What the fuck is that? We'll talk about that in a second. But when we ran over the dummy with the scroll on the train, the people who are into what we do liked it. So we'll definitely keep that bit up. But she responded to that video by saying God loves you. That was it. There's literally like 250 comments now on her thread because she won't shut up. It's like an Islamic kid who seems like they're like 6 years old, like a lot of times they do, who is like, who's just like, it's real. It's really real. And Noah was real and God is real. And I can prove it through science. You want to see? And then they like linked me the fake ass shit that, what's the guy's name who like fakes people out with the shroud and the DNA, and they've discovered Jesus's DNA and the Y chromosome wasn't human. It's like been long ago proven a scam. I was like, you're so gullible. How are you so gullible? And she just like kept it up and up and up and up, and it's still going on. She's still like 2 days. I'm like, don't you have a job? Ron Wyatt, thank you, Mike. I'm getting old, man. Can't remember things so good anymore. I used to have a memory like a fucking steel trap, man. That's one of those things. But marijuana, I love it, but it takes its toll. And I got high again the other day. It's been like months, man. I have to say, I finally fucking on the 4th of July. Woohoo! Who's disappointed with America but still loves to blow shit up on the 4th, man? It's great, right? And they do a great show here. You go down the lakefront here is like wide open. Lake Michigan and the job that Kenosha has done on the lakefront, restoring it and get rid of the factories and squeezing the oil out of the sand, whatever they had to do. It's really nice. The cops they did a good job keeping people out from the downtown area, so it created social distancing just because people couldn't drive right to the part where they like fight over parking space. You had to walk in. So that kept the crowds down a little bit, but the beach is so long and so wide open. You can find like a million spots where you can like enjoy the fireworks from close up or far away. And the show goes on for like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and they just blow it up at the end with a great fireworks show. And God, I love fireworks. It's one of the things that separates us from the animals, my friends. Fireworks. And here's to the Chinese for fireworks. Thank you, China. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, the marijuana.
Troll.
So
the
troll. But yeah, I was saying, it's been like since February, and so like I did a little toot on the old pipe, and man, did I get high? It's been like so long since I smoked, but I got baked. That was pretty cool though. It reminded me how great of a fucking drug it is. But I gotta say, after all those years, it's and I'm getting old too, but it took its toll on the old memory, my friend. LJ0910. I've seen a bunch of names go by. I'm sorry if I missed you. Put a comment up if you want to toot for you and your name. And I missed you. Love you all so much for being here. It's a blast for us. We do this every Wednesday at 8 o'clock and every Sunday at 10:30. Those are Central Times, my friend. We're in between Chicago and Milwaukee here on the beautiful shores of Lake Michigan. The heat broke. It was fucking hot yesterday, wasn't it, Jay?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Ooh, it was hot yesterday. And today was like, wow, man. It was like 70 degrees and kind of cloudy and a little bit of rain came finally. So, but it was good. And the other troll was the guy who came out with Clams. Are you sick of hearing about Clams? You know, the cosmological argument where, hey, science proves because something can't come from nothing, and everything that was created had a beginning, and something can't come from nothing. If it had a beginning, then it must have had a cause, i.e. a creator. Boing! It's just like they think they got you. They're like so stuck in their own stupid circular arguments where it's like, come on. If any of that were true, wouldn't there be more cosmologists and astrophysicists and quantum physicists who were believers in God? That's what kills me about these people. It's like you, the janitor, know that this is the truth and that it made it so obvious that God is out there. You the fucking whatever it is you do, even if you got a smart guy job, you know better than the people who study it for their whole lives. Thanks. Hey, from Michigan, James, a sci-fi geek. Appreciate what I do. I appreciate what you do, which is being here for us, my friend. So thank you so much. Appreciate your kind words. Dave Laurie, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining. And I know Kevin said, hey, back to me, crab bastard with a smiley face. Love you, buddy. I love that name too, crab. Man, my favorite meat. If I was stuck on a tropical island, I would stick with crab. And luckily for me, they'd probably be crab in the surf. I wouldn't have to even worry about bringing it with me. That's the tastiest. Do you love crab, Jay? You love crab like I do?
Yeah. I don't really get it very often, so I can't remember the last time I've eaten it.
That's expensive as fuck, man. I mean, holy shit. But you got to splurge once in a while. You only go around once, my atheist friends. You only go around once. If you don't have time to eat crab, you're missing out, man. Same, yeah, I know, right? It's tasty as shit. You love crab, Kevin Rubik's? I know. Yeah, who doesn't love crab? It's just fucking amazing. I can eat crab like literally nonstop. They had a Chinese buffet where they had crab legs, man. And I would go in there and just eat the crab legs, and then they stop bringing them out. They get pissed, right? Put a sign up, right? You have that happen. They put a sign up there like, be thoughtful to your friends, and leave some crab out here. And I'm like, bullshit, man. Don't be putting out an all-you-can-eat buffet with crab in it, and don't expect me to all-I-can-eat the crab, because that's just fucking wrong. That's false advertising. You're being cheesy and chintzy. Get the fucking crab on. Because if you stay with Go ahead.
People would come in for the lunch because it's cheaper, and then they would stay until the crab came out. So I think they would they would kind of figure that stuff out and kind of adjust. It's funny.
That's a little bit more shitty, But if I'm going to your buffet and I don't want to eat the fucking egg rolls and I don't want to eat the rice because it fills me up, then you better bring out the crab, man. Because I feel like I break it with my teeth. I have really hard teeth, and I don't even need that. I just it's like I'm like the scene from Splash where the mermaid is like eating lobster and just chewing through the friggin' shell with her teeth. That's what I'm like, because I'm like, cack, 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 and the shit's just flying. Bits of shell are flying. Butter down my fucking chest. And people are like covering their kids' eyes and shit, man. It's like, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm paying for crap. I'm going to enjoy it my way. So I would do that at the fucking Chinese restaurant, and then they'd like stop bringing out the crab, Because, if you eat anything else, you eat the bread, or if you eat the rice, it's like, boom, you get full. But the crab, like I started to say, if you're doing it, breaking it and eating like that, you're burning calories like celery, where you can't friggin' you can't quite keep up with the calories you're spending to open the shit with the few calories that crab meat has in it. So I feel like I could literally eat crab until I pass the fuck out, man. It's that great. So that was a lot on crab.
Yeah.
Let's talk about France, huh? Did anyone follow the story? This girl Mila who fucked with Islam, she like insulted Islam. Oh, it's such a grave thing. Oh, when you insult Islam, oh mercy. Oh, all those snowflakes melt into the fucking ground. I get so fucking upset. Broken Bly, thanks for being properly informed on actual Satanists. Thank you. Love you. French fries. Nah. I like fries, but I can't eat them with crab. Kristen Liu joined. QC Enterprise joined. You guys are awesome. Yeah, the Jeremy Mason. Thanks for the follow. Colio's Verb. Yeah, Red Lobster. Too expensive, but there is a Red Lobster up the road. We go once in a while. Freedom fries. Yeah. You not heard about France, my friend? There was a girl, Mila, who insulted insulted Islam. She's bisexual or pansexual, and a modern kid, in France, and she was like really, really sick of the phobia and the hate that comes out of zealotous fundamental religions, like a lot of people experience with Islam, and not every Islamic follower is fundamentalist. I know. Please, thank you for mentioning it. But she right away got like 13 death threats or more online. Muted already, Gabriel Thomas. You didn't even say shit to me. I didn't even see you. Oh, Jesus Christ loves you. you guys don't have to mute those people like that right away. If they want to hang out and that's all they say and they don't push it for more than that, you don't got to jump on that so hard. In fact, I'd be willing to fuck with them for a second. Some of these people, it might make for interesting TV. I don't know, but I was wondering. I always wonder who's gonna be the first. Who's gonna be the first on to like tell me that Jesus loves me? That's always the thing. Jesus loves you. God loves you, right? Fucking idiots. Also Christianity. Yeah. Whatever it is, she like insulted Islam. Anyway, get back to the story.
Yeah.
And 13 people got arrested for cyberbullying because France doesn't play that shit anymore. And I love that Macron came out, Monsieur Macron, the prime minister in France, and he came out and said that ridiculing religion is okay in France. And I wanted to like cry. I'm like, why can't a politician in America come out and say something like that? This dude is like right out there in public. He's like, religion is not sacrosanct. It is not immune from being ridiculed, and you have a right to free speech. And if you want to ridicule religion, somebody can't threaten to kill you for it, period. So 13 people got arrested and 11 of them got convicted. I see today. I went to check on it today. A French court on Wednesday convicted 11 of 13 people charged with harassing and threatening a teenager who harshly criticized Islam in online posts and ended up changing schools and receiving police protection to preserve her safety. That's how bad it got for this kid.
Jeez.
Yeah. Death threats, way to prove they aren't crazy, right? I mean, this is like, but crazy is crazy. Most religions are violent as fuck. Yeah, most of them are. There's a few that aren't, I think. I think the Sikhs are pretty cool, right? Who fucks with Sikhs? I saw some playing volleyball on the 4th of July, and I just had a big smile on my face because nothing's funnier than watching 4 dudes in turbans with giant beards and button-down shirts and then board shorts underneath and playing volleyball on the beach. They're winning. It was fucking great. Have you ever gone number 2 and cut it in half with your number 1? A lumberjack. What the fuck? I love that comment. Real Tom Haverford. There's the kind of question that I like to see when we go live, and that's what keeps these things interesting. I feel like I haven't really like cut one in half, but I've like definitely like obliterated one, like like machine gun style. I've got 2 kids under 10. Any tips, advice to teach them to accept all religions? Teach them about all religions. I don't know what else to tell you about that. Teach them about all religions. Even take them around to different religions, and they'll right away get it. They'll get it that everybody has their own idea and they all can't be right. So I don't know if they need to accept all religions, but you don't want them to choose one as though it were fact, right? I mean, is that what we're getting at here? Accept that all religions exist, right? You don't have to respect those religions, that's for sure. But yeah, I would just teach them. Just teach them. They're smart. Kids are smart, and people don't give people enough credit. What is up? Jonathan Cowfold says, Brent Gnarly, bro, he's back. Jesus loves you, and he has to put it up there twice just so we make sure that a dude who's been dead 2,000 years somehow loves people. 3 times in a row. All right, you know what? If that's what you got to say, the moderators are going to take care of you. If you're here to learn, then and have fun, you can have a good time. But Zeus loves you, dude. Allah loves you more. Is this like competing trolls? Or is that a joke? Cringe watcher. Bye, Brent Gnarly. Thanks for joining. You're a dumbass. Hello, anime Asian girl. I love it. Hello, baby. I love. I'm a new fan of anime, having seen Demon Slayer. Right, the movie was absolutely fucking dynamite. Odin does love you. That's a fact. He loves you with his one eye as much as he possibly could. I sense the spirit of an older man behind. Jesus Christ, man, you scared me. Is there someone behind me? Or is that a joke that I act younger than I am? It was very sweet of you, if that's what that means. You hot. Caesar Thiep 60. No, you hot. But thank you. Use a lot of numbers and a couple of letters. Join. What's up with that username, bud? Come up with a fun one. Thor has the biggest hammer. Size does matter. Take it from one who knows, my friend. James, the sci-fi geek, tells us that Thor has the biggest hammer, and he uses it too. Have you seen that guy? Hi, Keisha. Love you, baby. Keisha Hendricks 80 is with us, as always. Sid Vicious. I love it, man. Speaking of Sid Vicious, my limerick with Yid Vicious got taken down for nudity. Can you believe it? Nudity in one of my limericks. Can you imagine that? Like, if I had nudity in one of my videos, it would deserve to be taken down. No one wants to see that, my friends. And the Jewish video about the rabbi who was snipping the cocks got taken down like after a week and like 7,000 awesome views for nudity and sexual content. I like have another limerick where a Catholic dude is sucking dicks, and that's what it says in it. But that one got left up. But I don't know if that like was a Jewish person who got offended. Needle Dick's got to work it like a sewing machine. You wrote in Needle Ducks, man. Bacon bitten. That's all right. You know, that works too. If you got to work it like a sewing machine, you know, maybe that works for you. Oh, man, you're funny. You're funny, Kevin. Thanks for being here. Oy vey. I know, right? I'm like, what the fuck? What? Why? There's no nudity in my video. I'm a modest man. I like dirty limericks, but oy vey. Catholic can't deny it. They can't, you know, we're going to get to the Catholic Church, believe me, if I run out of comments to talk about. You keeping it clean? Nah, that was autocorrect. You can't write that shit in it. It corrects it. For Bacon Bitten. Didn't give him a toot. J-Boy, do you ever get bored of talking religion and proving Christians wrong? No. I can pretty much tell that I can't. And I think maybe it's an issue with me, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm too old. I got bored after a few months of it. Yeah. I don't try to prove Christians wrong. I just make fun of their stupid beliefs. You know, proving them wrong is futile. You know, they're never going to fucking believe you. They're never going to accept it. Like this guy who was a troll about Clams talking about, well, it's so obvious. It's obvious, you know, you have to, you know, how did life like appear from nothing? Things suddenly got animated. What do you mean suddenly? Billions of years is suddenly? Like, read a fucking book on cyanosulfidic chemistry. Read a fucking book. They're not even working on that anymore. They know how life evolved on this rocky planet. But you know, they're just like so convinced that they got you. You got you, man. I got you there, didn't I? You know, like, all right, buddy, you can believe whatever you want. This is America, bud. You believe whatever the fuck gets you to sleep at night. Science is there whether you believe it or not. He's like, I can say the same for you, man. You can believe whatever you want. It doesn't have anything to do with belief on our side. We have evidence. And again, if any of what you think is true, why aren't more scientists, cosmological scientists, astrophysicists, why don't any of those people like, oh, you know what? Something had to come from nothing. I guess there's a God behind this. Yeah, because it's stupid. Oh, Yeshua is Lord, isn't it? God over guap. Over guap? What's guap? Like guapo? Talking about me again? Third being guapo. Yeah, Yeshua. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for being here. Good morning from England. Is it already morning in England? I think it's like 3 in the bloody morning, isn't it? You're up early. You're up very, very early. Thank you, English Rose. Goodbye, England's Rose. Yeah, science, the cure for stupidity. Not always. That's the problem. Like, these people try to fit it in with their preconceived conclusions. Universe almost 14 billion years old. I think it's over that. I think it's like, well, maybe you're right. And they say 6,000 years. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, good evening. From love of moonshine. I saw a big thing of moonshine that was just shoved full of peaches in my local Woodman's, which is an awesome liquor store. I don't like liquor very much, but I wanted to buy that. It just looked so tasty. I love peaches soaked in moonshine. How can that be bad? Fertilizer Boy, what's that about? Dwayne Bunch, 718. Yeah, English Rose. I know. It's are you up for me, baby, or do you have insomnia like some of our fans do? Yeah, they do. They make people who try to fit the science that we know is true to their preconceived conclusion are literally like working against scientific method. It's not. It's the opposite of logic, the opposite of deductive reasoning. It's just stupid. Stone Kettering, hello from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids, the butt of a lot of jokes, isn't it? Grand Rapids. What can you say about charismatic Christians? Hey, at least they're fucking into it, man. You know, they really, really buy it. But yeah, that shit is stupid, man. When you go, but you know, it gets people off. I was the last live. I was talking about how, as an actor, I remember you doing actor exercises where you can evoke emotions by going through the physical motions. So people who are into what they're doing and do that charismatic thing, it gets off their endorphin. It really does, man. There's no other way to say that. So, you know, at least like they're like doing something for their brains, you know. People who sit and just mope and listen to the pastor and believe what he says about homophobia, you know, I almost have more respect for charismatics, because at least they're into it. It's their soul, and they're fucking. That's how they get their thing on. Azer19, you seem dope. Thanks, man. I am dope. Yeah, 13.8 billion. You're right. You're all right, Chardock. I was there. I remember all 13.8 billion of those years, man, and a couple of them were slow as fuck, waiting for life to evolve. Woo! Cherry Shine. All right, that sounds good. Kyle Cornell, Cutie Hippo, and that's exactly. They can never explain why dinosaurs aren't in the Bible. Yeah, some of them are like, well, they are. The behemoth. All right, buddy, come on. Yeah, creationists have an issue. They really do. Like I'm not so worried about you know, Christians who accept science. It's like, all right, if you're still gonna be a Christian with all we know, but at least you accept science. All right, man. But creationists really, like, they burn me, man. What a stupid crowd of assholes. My favorite book, probably Lord of the Rings. I'll never forget reading that when I was 12 and praying to God every night that I could wake up in Middle Earth. Please, God, let me wake up in Middle Earth. It never happened, so part of why I'm not a Christian anymore, probably. Fucker couldn't even bother to send me to Middle Earth to be with the hobbits, you know? I loved it. Hello from Athens, Greece. Talk about religious. My Greek friends telling me that, like, all the yayas lift up their feet when they drive by the cathedral. If you're on the bus and you drive by the cathedral, you lift up your feet, apparently. Yeah. How's that for superstition, man? I don't know. Who the fuck knows, man? It's just, I don't know. Respect? I don't know. It's just bizarre. If the queen had balls, she would be the king. Yes, she would. The queen does have balls, though. Have you met that broad? Let's pray. He's joking. Don't mute him. That was Robert somebody. Robert R89, my friend. Perverted minds ought to know. Duffer alert. What's Duffer alert? Hashtag Duffer alert. You know what that is, Jay?
Idea.
Oh. Do you hate people who have a belief? No, I don't hate people who have a belief. Come on. I don't. My mom has a belief. Please. I have a belief too. I believe that religion is stupid as fuck and a net negative on society, and it's dragging us down like an anchor behind a high-speed yacht that's trying to break a record. It's got a fucking anchor dragging along the bottom. That's what religion is on society today. Must be sad world. Polyok. What must be a sad world? Any advice for struggling to enjoy life once the do it for God's glory mindset is no longer relevant? Yeah, enjoy life, man. You know, like I said, smoke weed, you know, have some good sex. It's all guilt-free, my friend. When there's no one watching you, you can do what you want, my friend. And as long as you're not hurting anybody, then go out and experience this gorgeous world that we've been given. This is heaven. If there's any heaven at all, it's right the fuck here. And we have Christians trying to make it hell. One nation under God. Yeah, no. See, that's not, you know, it's not even a thing because a lot of us don't believe in God. So it's not one nation under God. It can't be. The Matt in the Hat, I didn't see you join, buddy. Love the Matt in the Hat. He's always there with some presents for us, my friend. Channeling G. Carlin for a second. A lot of people tell me that. You know, I watched an old G. Carlin bit on YouTube for a half a second. It reminded me what a fucking genius he was. What a great fucking comedian. Jesus had a brontosaurus. Yeah, figures. That's what he wrote into Jerusalem, right? Tino the dinosaur. Lord of the Rings is a Christian book. Yeah, okay. Do you like Lord of the Rings book or a movie better? No, the book was amazing. I love the movies. He did a great job with such huge material. But no, the books are like one of the most descriptive things I've ever read. Have I ever looked into Islam? Yeah, I've looked right into it. I'm reading the Quran right now. Got through Surah 3, and I got to say I'm completely unimpressed. Repetitive, stupid, based on the Bible so far. Takes biblical literalism to a new level, really, when the Bible doesn't really take itself literally. If you read Genesis, you don't have to read it literally at all, and there's nothing in it that says this is a literal account. It just starts with the myth. And the people who wrote it knew it was a myth. They knew that they didn't know how life started on Earth. It's all a metaphor. It's all, so the people who fucking, think that it's literal today are stupider than the cave people who wrote it. Duffer alert is not wisdom. Hashtag Duffer alert is not wisdom. Is that what that means? Because there's somebody stupid. Hi from Denmark.
Yeah, I mean somebody stupid.
I love you, sock dick. Sock dick. Is that a Danish name? Sock dick. That's awesome. Hi from Denmark. I love that you spelled it in Danish for us. We say Dinamarca in Espanol, Dinamarca. Religion has helped make the morality and rules of society. Yeah, but it didn't have to. No, religion, the evolution of religion was unavoidable. That's part of the way we came up. But now that part is over, we've moved past that. We don't need it anymore for that. We've demonstrated quite clearly that morals evolve as we become more evolved psychologically, all of us, and you can see that over the past couple hundred years. So I think you're right. Religion, at least in some part, helped keep a mad mob of idiots in line a little bit in the end, and then right away, like the next day, the leaders of those societies are like, hey, wait a minute. This works, man. We can use this to fuck these people up and keep them in their peg holes. Atheists do not generally hate people with beliefs. Most atheists respect people of faith, provided. Yeah, I respect people who deserve to be respected. I don't respect their faith or their beliefs out of hand, because that's dangerous. And respecting religion out of hand just because it's someone's religion leads to the kind of religious exceptionalism that we're all burdened with, especially in the United States. So yeah, I don't respect beliefs out of hand, but I respect everybody who's respectful and who deserves respect. If you need your faith to get through the night, then we're not here to stop that. I want to make that clear, because I know I talk a lot of shit and I get going. I'm sardonic and I'm snarky and I'm sarcastic and cynical as fuck. I know all these things about me, but I don't ever mean to give anybody the impression that we hate anybody or that we think that people should give up the faith that they hold dear. Just if you're not into what we do, stay the fuck off the page, right? And quit trying to convert us. We're here because we've already been through. Most of us have already been through what you're still involved in. So we understand. You're not bringing us something new. But by the way, have you guys heard about Jesus Christ? What? Of course we have, you putz. We already hear and we don't want him. Sergeant Bake. Love you, Sergeant Bake. Hope to get together and bake one up with you one time. Sakdek. Hvorfor der alltid danskere på lives? Random radar lives? I don't know. Can you translate that for me, cat lady? Kevin Rubik said, I always forget that button is there. Yeah, no, the button downside. Man, wow, I'm sorry. I missed so many messages. I try to scroll and then it keeps you scrolling. Hey, Ben, what's up, dude? Where's my limerick, man? JC, he's a little short on cash. Yeah, that's the George Carlin bit, right? Yeah, God's all powerful, all knowing, all good, but he can't get his head around money. Seems to always have a problem with money. Always needs money. What is that about? That's an old George Carlin bit. Can't take credit for that one, but that one cracked me up when I saw that. Evening, Nana in Virginia. Our girl, thanks for being here. Thanks everybody. There's like 49 people, and it's really a lot for Wednesday night at once. We love you all. Chris Burros. You just server. Thomas Sharp. Bye. Thanks for joining. You got me muted.
I got some questions for you if you want to.
Go. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this one came a while ago. One nation under God? ?
Yeah, I saw that. I talked about that for a second. It's not one nation under God because 28% of the nation doesn't even believe in God or doesn't give a shit. And fully, I would say, the stats say 7, but that's people who will actually tick the atheist box. Probably more like 15% of Americans now absolutely do not believe in a God. So how is it one nation under God? It doesn't even make sense. That's just divisive. That's not unifying. That's divisive. Thanks for the question.
And then we have Sabrina M.
Your birthday tomorrow. Nana in Virginia's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Love you, baby. You obviously go ahead. Read one.
Sabrina M. Have you ever looked into Islam?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, I talked about reading the Quran. I've looked into Islam. It's just I will say this for Islam. It's much more streamlined. The dogma that you have to be a Christian, the doctrine that you have to buy into, as Abraham Lincoln said, he could never give assent to the long, complicated statements of Christian dogma. It seems to me that Islam doesn't have that. It's just about submitting to God. If you believe, and you believe that Allah is the one and only God, and you try to serve Allah, you're good. You go to heaven. And that part of it makes a lot more sense than idiotic Christianity. So I will say that for Islam. But the rest I have to say about Islam is that it's just more bullshit. Voodoo, supernatural, woo, a made-up thing, something to control the people, a derivative of other religions. There's really nothing about it to recommend it. George Carlin, your favorite comedian? Yeah, too bad. George Carlin should still be alive. He was not that old when he died. Scrolling back here a little bit. Can we all agree Tucker Carlson is the worst? Yeah, is there a Tucker Carlson fan here? The guy's fucking cross-eyed. How do you get your news from a guy who can't even fucking look at the camera? What a putz. I can't stand that fucking guy. Idiot. You obviously never read The Word is Seed, Not Mo. I was trying to get back to that one. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Seed, not Mo. Yeah, okay. Whatever that means. I don't read enough, but I certainly read. I read your stupid question. It's just more Abrahamic convoluted. What turned me off Christianity was that only those that read the Bible will be saved. Well, yeah, and like, what about all the people before? What about all the folks in the world before Jesus came along? They're just fucked. Is that what we're supposed to believe about that? The trial unity is found in many religions. Stone Kettering, I don't know what that means. The trial unity is found in many religions. George Carlin was a truth teller and a seeker. He had his own spiritualism that he was always seeking. And this, according to his daughter, who I talked to at a bar, sat next to George Carlin's daughter, a thrill of my life, a fucking thrill of my life. And she sat there and we drank and she told stories about her dad. That was fucking cool. But she insisted that he was not an atheist. He was a seeker. Get your shot and be saved. Hurry. Yeah. If you haven't got a vaccine, what are you waiting for? I got a vaccine and it didn't fuck me up. But seriously, don't be a fucking anti-vax idiot. Have you tried interacting with TikTokers who go live presenting Christianity? No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't got time to interact with idiots who aren't going to change their mind. Not at all. So that's not me. I'm jealous of what? Can you do the words you can't say on TV as Carlin? I never did a Carlin impression. I should probably try one. He had that kind of grizzly kind of voice. Well, I don't know. That's not a really good impression, but it could give the impression of, yeah. Piss, shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, right? Yes, I remember it well. Piss, shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. 7 words you can't say on television. And I think the word tits shouldn't even be on that list, right? Tits sounds like a snack. Want some cheese, tits? Yeah, I remember that bit well. Yeah, I'm old. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I don't know if that was a great Carlin. I watched him literally this afternoon. I watched the bit where he said the N-word. I missed the 70s, when I'm not a politically correct guy. I don't run around saying the N-word, believe me. But, there was a time when none of that stuff offended people the way it does today. And he used it in a bit where he was calling out slave owners and making fun of the founders, where he's like, you realize this country was founded by a group of slave owners who told us that everyone was created equal. It's a brilliant bit. You never know the hour your time comes. That's true. Thanks, Ruth Young, for that depressing thought. Appreciate you.
Do you want me to send you some more questions? Oh, you got
Which
one?
religion would you choose to be a part of if you had to pick? Probably Rastafarianism. I love weed. Weed. I love weed. Who loves Eka Mouse? Great artist. Do you love Eka Mouse? Do you like reggae, people? I love reggae. But yeah, if it wasn't that, I guess I could see being a Buddhist or a Sikh. People who are just trying to reach enlightenment and a level of emotional maturity and be a better person in their minds. CBC TV has always censored very little in their programming. Is that right? What's CBC TV? Sergeant Bake, are you?
Is that Canadian broadcasting?
Oh, Canadian broadcasting. Yeah. That's Canadians are much better. They're better sports with that kind of shit. And again, it's Puritanism. America was built on Puritans, and you can see that in our TV still, where I can't even watch network TV because people don't talk like that. Hardened, grizzled cops who just saw a murder don't say, "That's bullcrap, pal. Tell me the truth. What really happened? Don't tell me you're a bullcrap." What? Because we can't hear the word shit on TV? Give me a fucking break. I know my hour. It's never. Thanks to denial, I'm immortal. That's my guy. What?
Oh,
No, I got suspended.
wow. What happened?
I don't know. Got suspended. Your live access is suspended until August 7th. Oh no!
Oh, you know what? I bet you that was set up. I wonder if it had to do with the Carlin bit. That's what they could come up with. I don't know what you would have said.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. Do you think they set you up to do and then reported it? I don't know. That seems very strange.
Submit my appeal. Fuck. That's bogus. Well, we're still on YouTube, right?
Yeah. But we were having issues. I think we're good now.
Yeah.
Let me see if. Hey, native atheist, are you still on? And is the stream still working?
Is the stream still on YouTube? Yeah.
It was buffering for some reason for a long time, for probably 20 minutes.
I'm worried about the account now, man, because I've gotten like so many violations.
Yeah. Take a look at it. It would be interesting to figure out why they did that. I know there was at least a couple who were just waiting to report you. Ruthie Young was one.
Who?
Ruthie Young was one of the commenters that was kind of talking junk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Pericles Perez was on. Is it
Pericles Perez was on? He's our guy though.
Yeah, he's on now. No, I meant on YouTube. He says what?
He's on YouTube. Yeah, I can't really see any comments, but sorry if you're switching over to YouTube from TikTok. We got suspended. Our live has been canceled for a month, so I guess that'll take care of me doing those for a while. I'm
actually surprised we haven't been. I mean, I'm surprised we haven't been suspended sooner. Because we didn't do anything different than we do other times. It wasn't even that many followers, or that many. It had 50 views, which is good, but
yeah,
it wasn't like when we hit a couple thousand.
Yeah, is that what happens when somebody reports you?
I'm guessing it's a mix of maybe an algorithm that hears you say something. I don't know.
Wow.
I'll have to see if we can figure out what it's even their categories don't make sense, so that won't be very helpful. But kind of like the category with the Jewish limerick.
Yeah,
didn't make any sense. I don't know.
I don't know what category did we put up?
No, I meant category as in like they said the reason why was because was it sexual content or something weird or nudity? I mean, that's what I meant. I meant that they don't really tell you. They don't really tell you why you're pulled. They just kind of give you this weird. They give you a category, but the category doesn't usually make sense.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that sucks, man. So we'll go for a little while on YouTube and see if anybody's there. It's hard for me without the stream of comments coming to think of shit to say. But
yeah.
We were talking before about the two men in India who were arrested for saying cow dung and urine aren't COVID cures. How fucked up is that? This is religious exceptionalism again. This is people who are out there plying superstition as a cure for COVID. People were like trying to tell people that if you drink cow urine because the cows are holy, it'll protect you from coronavirus or cure coronavirus. And somebody said that was bullshit, and they got arrested. The people who said it was bullshit got arrested. That led two men who have been critical of Modi to state very bluntly that cows are not the cure for COVID. His one guy's Facebook read, "The cure for corona is not cow dung and cow urine. The cure is science and common sense." Wang's post stated that cow dung and urine don't work as cures for COVID. Simple, straightforward, accurate, and yet both men were arrested for posting those facts, according to Vice World News. This is on Hemant Mehta's site, the Friendly Atheist. National Security Act gives the Indian state powers to arrest and detain suspects for up to 12 months without a formal charge or trial. That's some bullshit. See, when the government is protecting religious privilege like that, we know we have a problem. And this is one of the things that we have to address. And this is why we do what we do. And apparently it got us kicked off of going live on TikTok, which really sucks because the lives were pretty popular, man. And they always got us a ton of fucking follows.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to step up my video making, I guess is what that means.
If they don't pull those too, that's the only.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I think that's a separate thing.
No, I meant, yeah, they haven't yet. I meant the fact that obviously we're on a list if they already pulled the limerick from last week. So
Kevin,
here I got a couple questions.
Kevin asked if did your live get taken down? He sent me a message.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I got at least a couple questions that I grabbed before it went down. Here's one. Why is atheism so against Christianity? Are you supposed to be against all religions?
Why is atheism against Christianity?
Yeah. Aren't you basically
because we're in America and we're fighting Christian nationalism. If I was in Islam and I was fighting ISIS and Islamic fundamentalism and beheading people for being apostates, then we would talk about Islam a lot more. But this is the U.S. and we have a Christian majority that cries like snowflakes that they are oppressed when anybody steps up and tells them they're full of shit. And we're not going to take it anymore. Secular people are not going to take being social pariahs, being a marginalized, outcast minority in society. It's not the American way. We have the right to a secular government as guaranteed by the Constitution, and we are slowly watching the religious right try to take that down, and that means Christianity. So, and it's just what's surrounded. What we're surrounded by is Christianity. So, if there was another religion that was more in our face, we would fuck with them more. But believe me, we fuck with every religion. If you haven't watched our stuff, you should, because you'll realize that we get around and fucking with everybody. I'm an equal opportunity. Sarcastic fuck, so that's why.
Here's another one from Willie Make It. These are still from TikTok that I grabbed. Here it says, does science answer everything?
No, certainly not. Science tries to answer everything. Science uses investigative method to answer questions. It certainly doesn't answer everything. There's no way it's ever going to answer everything. There'll always be more questions, and it'll always keep on working. That's why it's science. And scientists are okay with A, not knowing, and B, being proved wrong, and making them, look for the right answer. They love that. That's the challenge, and that's what gets them off. So yeah, no, science doesn't answer everything, but the scientific method is the best way of answering anything. I'll say that.
Non-crazy cat lady asks, I'm sorry, what happened?
Yeah, we got taken down, man. We got shut off. Somebody got offended. Something I said finally triggered somebody, and we got our live rights to go live on TikTok suspended until 8/7. Yeah, a month, if you can do the math, which really sucks. That's going to put a crimp in my style because I liked going live. I'm looking at TikTok here myself because I still haven't heard back on the limerick either. I submitted my appeal like 2 days ago and never even got an answer on it. So, TikTok fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, someone actually just did a funny TikTok about that where, just basically making fun of the fact that they try to push you to do certain things, and then all of a sudden when you do it, they'll take it down, and so like. Their example is you'll do a political. Whoever the person was, I can't remember who it was, but they did a political video, and TikTok made it like blow up. But then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, now you're banned." And like, there's all these things where it doesn't really make any sense. That don't seem to have their stuff together.
So this asshole on TikTok says, "First, Muhammad didn't ride a flying whore with a lady head. It's a creature no one knows what it looked like." Well, then how do you know it doesn't have a lady's head? What a fucking idiot, man! I gotta answer that one right now. What a fucking putz. Then how do you know it doesn't have a lady's head? fucking stupid.
Yeah. Here's a question. What's religion's how do I pronounce this? What religion says about pronoun crowd? Are we going to find more scrolls?
Well, like Dead Sea Scrolls?
Yeah, I assume around pronouns.
Like where they like denounces the pronoun crowd?
Yeah. I wonder if either denounce or for pronouns. I'm not sure.
Or what?
Or I guess you could say for pronouns. I imagine that people who use other pronouns, have
He's
to
talking about transgender people, right?
Right. But I'm saying if you're transgender and you're religious, like unless they find some more scrolls that say it's okay, I kind of would assume you would be. You'd have to be doing some real mental gymnastics to be both religious and
The thing is that when those religions were written, they couldn't have even conceived of such a thing. I mean, homosexuality was obviously around. It's been around since people were around. The transgender thing is new, so none of the ancient religions could have possibly foreseen it or written about it. So it doesn't say anything about it. But that religious people, many of them, many fundamentalist religious people, not all of them, obviously, there's progressive religions. Most of those people are against it, So, just like they just lump it in with homosexuality. So yeah, are we going to find more scrolls? Maybe that'd be fun. See what they say. 8/7. I think that just means you're banned for one day. I don't know. In America, that means August 7th, 1 month. Maybe.
Hopefully,
we can hope. Does it go by European dates? Do you think?
I haven't really looked that closely. I assume not, but I don't.
I hope so. That'd be great because I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't go live now. I'm going to cry. It's like a drug for me, man. What do you think about Satanism? Oh man, which one? The theistic Satanists are lunatics. But the current the Satanic Temple and that stuff now is awesome, man. They do a great job shoving it up the Christians' asses and getting their Baphomet statues and demonic whatever statues and iconry put up in public places where they can be a counter to the Christians putting up their version of religious iconry in public places, Ten Commandment statues, In God We Trust, God Bless America kind of signs at the court where it shouldn't be, in the government buildings, where it happens and it shouldn't happen. The Satanists go in and they get theirs put in there, and then the hypocrites get upset about it, and so they either get it taken down or everybody gets to see that there really is freedom of religion in this country because everybody can display their shit. Atheists can go up, and we've done it. A lot of especially at Christmas time, the atheists will go up to where they put the creche and the baby Jesus and all that shit in the public square, right? That happens, and no one really gives a shit about that. But atheists have the right to put theirs up there, just like the Jewish community goes and sticks a menorah up there at that time of year. So it's all the same thing. And so the Satanists do a great job of taking care of that. As far as the philosophy of Satanism, I'm on board with most of it. It's hedonistic humanism. It's been a long time. I was a kid when I read the Satanic Bible, and there's some problems with it. I think I'm not sure Anton LaVey was 100% chill. You know what I mean? I think he. I don't want to misspeak, but I think he sanctioned sexism or ageism. I don't know. He had some issues where he wasn't as cool as we want him to be. But in general, the tenets of the Satanic Church are right on board with the good messages of most religions, and they go a step further and tell you to embrace yourself, embrace your humanity, and treat you like you're the only God there is, and try to learn, try to experience the world as long as you don't hurt other people. It's all good, man. So yeah, I'm all right with Satanism. Thanks, Chris Burrows. And thanks anybody who's come over from TikTok where we got banned, hopefully just for a day. My guy Kevin Rubik's, right away got on a message and is like, "What happened, man? Did you get banned from going live?" And yeah, we did. So thanks.
Did he give you a reason when you tried to? Did you try going live again just to see what happened?
Yeah, I think if you're in Europe, then you see it in European. It does go by day, month. She says she's very sure because it does say 8/7/21, which makes more sense. Again, the European way does make more sense. Day, month, year.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
America does it like you speak it because you say July 7th. You don't say 7th of July, 2021. You say in English, you say July 7th, 2021. So you say month, day, year. I'm sure that's why it's like that in American English. So yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully I can go live tomorrow because I had a live with Apostate Aladdin on Friday scheduled.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
Right. But yeah, I'll have to post a video talking about it when we get off of here. So anyway, we're live on YouTube still because YouTube doesn't play that shit, right?
No, then I mean, there is certain words, but they're not as bad as TikTok. I don't really completely understand why, but I don't understand why TikTok's so much worse.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think the 7 words that you can't say on TV. I don't think that would have been. I swear all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those specific ones because I think I told you the one that got. I'm trying to say it so we don't get kicked off YouTube. DILDO. I said on one of my videos. Yeah, and that kicked. Yeah, I think they were worried about it becoming OnlyFans or something like that.
Yeah, I guess.
But it must have auto did it because I posted the same video without that written and it didn't get taken down. And then I did a video that said how weird it was that I got taken down, and I said that word and it muted that video.
Wow.
So it's definitely that word. I'm like 80% sure.
Wow. Well, I guess we're on our way, man. We're starting. Yeah. We must really be succeeding if we're starting to piss off enough people to get us banned from going live. So
yeah, as long as we don't get the channel taken down.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
Yeah, but I know that I Blame Bill has had that happen. Not her channel taken down, but where I think and I think a lot of people have and haven't gotten lost their channel. So I'm hoping. I think TikTok, like after you get a certain size, the chances they're going to do that reduces a lot. I don't know if it's because they're making enough money off you that they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to lose your
account. Yeah,
your income. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yep.
Brutal. So we got anybody on? Is there anybody on YouTube? If you got questions, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate you. Hit us up with your questions while we're here. Jay's going to jump off anyway in a little bit, so that'll kill this stream.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm reeling, man. I'm on tilt. I feel jilted and fucked over hard by TikTok again, who's like unjustly. Like if I was like the videos we've had taken down, not one of them deserves to be taken down. I don't think. Maybe the one where I told people told the commenter they were a piece of shit. I guess that could be taken as bullying. But the other ones.
Yeah, there was a couple where I could see where they might take it. You didn't mean, like there was one I remember, I think that did get taken down where you said, you sort of implied that the whole religion was.
Yeah, and somebody commented that was the reason.
Yeah,
the whole religion condemns atheists to death.
Oh no, not that one. I meant the one where you were talking about I can't remember if you were talking about Catholics, like tell Catholics to stop raping people or something like that. And it kind of implied like all Catholics rape people. I don't know, it was something like that where I could see where the algorithm, somebody complained the algorithm, but it was obviously that's not what you meant. But
I don't remember that.
It was one of our one of our first ones that got. I think he actually appealed it and went back up. I might be wrong. It was one of the first ones we ever got. That was back when you could write a description.
You told me about that, and it got put back up.
Yeah, it was back when you could actually like write and say, just be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I don't know why this got pulled, and sort of defend yourself a little bit. But
what's up, baby? I got kicked off of TikTok. My live got suspended. We're still live on YouTube, but there's like almost no people watching on YouTube. Much smaller are we on YouTube, so no offense if you are watching on YouTube. We're here for you for a few more minutes. But yeah, we got blasted off of TikTok, and it's just like, man, it's like a train wreck. It just goes bang and you're gone. There's like no, like they give you like 5 seconds, like tell people bye because we're kicking you off. No. It just goes dark. The lights go out, man. Kind of like dying. You're just like killed. There you are, dead. cleaned my ears today for this. Not bad, right? You can see they like that. But yeah.
You want to jump off, man?
Yeah, we done? Is there anybody on?
Non-crazy cat lady's here, and one other person. I assume it's either native atheist or
Wild Heart. Is Wild Heart on?
I didn't see them. But
yeah, love you all, man. If you're on still, I appreciate you. But it's 9:00 and Jay's got to split anyway. I was just looking down to see. I read it on Reddit today. Somebody was saying that it's about time that they start actually, like, the calls to tax the church are growing. And I have mixed feelings about that. They should probably make money off of it, but if they do tax the church, then all bets are off. Then they can endorse whoever they want for president. You know what I mean? They can come right out openly and do it.
Yeah.
Once they start paying taxes. So, it's kind of a mixed bag.
I think a lot of them who are going to do it are already doing it. Like, I know I went and saw. I remember in college going to a church, and they straight up were Republican, and definitely they never said vote this way, but they compared George Bush to Jesus, so you can't really get more.
George Bush.
Yeah, they were comparing him going into Iraq to Jesus pushing, knocking over stuff in the temple or whatever with the.
Oh yeah, the one violent thing that they could find about Jesus. They compared it. It wasn't like riding into Jerusalem on a donkey over palm leaves, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Bush. I can't even believe he seems so cool now compared to Trump. Remember when he lied about weapons of mass destruction? Remember he totally had Colin, what's his face, vanilla ass motherfucker, talking about how there was evidence for weapons of mass destruction, and it turned out that there wasn't, and he just made it up to have a war.
I'm pretty sure somebody lied to him. He doesn't seem that smart. I could be wrong. He seemed like
Colin Powell.
Yeah, Colin Powell. Yeah. Because it's funny, and actually thinking of like now with how we have what are they called? Alternative facts or whatever. I actually talked to some people from the military at that time, and they were convinced that they did find weapons of mass destruction, and I'm like, or found like evidence of it, and I'm like, no, like that's not true at all. Otherwise, they would have, they would be like yelling that from the rooftops.
Yeah.
If they found it.
They really want us to know. They would.
So
Catholics who couldn't raise $25 million for abuse victims found $300 million to fix their buildings.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. How do they murder kids across the continent and molest boys across the world and get away with it without being prosecuted? They're being persecuted a little bit in Canada now as they watch their fucking churches go up in flames. But here they are spending $300 million. A few years later, like, oh yeah, well, by the way, we won the lottery here, so we're gonna fix our crumbling buildings. When we didn't, we had to declare bankruptcy, so we couldn't pay the victims of sexual abuse. How many years ago? Once again, it's time. Dadpool's right. He's like posted a meme basically where it's like, it's time to abolish the Catholic Church. It's time to just fucking get rid of it. Just fucking get rid of it. It's an embarrassment. It's a blight on humanity. They've committed atrocities that have driven home the point that they do not care about the sanctity of human life. As much as they talk about it, they do not give a shit about human beings, children, human life, anything. They just don't. And if anybody else did that, if this was like the Boy Scouts who did it or a private company who did it, they'd come in and with the FBI and SWAT and every other motherfucking tactical unit and fuck them up. Yeah, shut them right down, no question about it. But no, the Catholic Church, it's God's holy church. Really? And God sanctions this kind of bullshit? Man, that's ugly. U.S. governments should not use public taxes to support religious theme parks such as Noah's Encounter. Yeah, we know Noah's Ark Encounter. Yeah, we know that. Kentucky really fucked up there. What a bunch of idiots. Christian coworker thinks vaccine makes you magnetic. I read it on Reddit. As an ex-Muslim, I can confirm that ISIS does represent Islam 100%. When ISIS invades a country, they kill all men and take their wives as war booty. That's a great phrase, right? Take your wives as war booty. It's like mixing your metaphors. I love that, man. and having sex with them without marriage, and this is 100% halal. Halal is like kosher, right? Halal is the Islamic word for kosher. And they who guard their private parts except from their wives or those their right hands possess, for indeed they will not be blamed. That's bizarre. As long as your right hand possesses it. You can see from the previous part of the Quran that doing this is halal, but when ISIS does it, it suddenly doesn't represent Islam. Yeah, well, people don't want to be, decent Islamic people who are just like Christians, but they don't really read. They don't really read, the horrible truth that's in their book, and they just are practicing because they were indoctrinated into it through their family. They want to distance themselves from the disgusting part of the religion, which is really, if you actually read the book, it's all the religion. So I'm only 3 chapters in, and like literally every other line is, and for the non-believer, a severe chastisement for the non-believer. For the non-believer, there will be terrible chastisement. They chose that word chastisement because they must use the same word over and over in Islam, and that's how they translate it. But really, it's just bad. It's bad. It's not special. No revelations there for this non-believer. It's just another made-up religious book full of really horrible stuff. Torture, killing, misogyny, homophobia, I'm sure. I haven't gotten to that part yet. And like privilege for men. You can divorce your wife 3 times. But if you do it a 4th time, you got to pay. There was like some bullshit.
It's weird.
About that. But yeah. Other than that.
All right, man. I'm gonna jump off.
Jump off?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. We may as well quit it. It's been an hour, and I'm bumming.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. If you're on TikTok and you jumped over, man. Well, hopefully she's right, and it'll be tomorrow. If not, it'll be a month from now, and that sucks. But it'll give me time to work on the podcast, I guess. So thanks for joining, everybody, and I'll talk to you. Well, I guess I won't. I'll be gone Sunday. You gone?
What's that?
Are you gone? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I gotta
shut
shut
All right, yeah.
Shut off
All right. Yeah, no, take it easy, man.
If you have access to TikTok, though, are you gonna go live on TikTok?
Yeah, I'll go live Sunday, and I'll do Friday with Apostate Aladdin if it's working.
Okay.
I guess I'll find out 24 hours from now.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I think we'll talk whether for Sunday or not. I can't remember now.
All right, cool.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Good night. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night, non-crazy Kate lady. Non-crazy kid.
Yeah.